Hi, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and yesterday I did a little video talking about the price of Bitcoin, and I'll just play this little bit here just because it's fairly relevant. I was basically looking at the 5-hour time frame, looking for the cross of the yellow 55 EMA, the green 55 EMA and the yellow 21 EMA. Now they had just crossed bullish, but I was being a bit wary about this green retracement level down here. This is what I said. We've got here as well, we've got this green retracement down here, which is at 62.7k. So although we are going up at the moment, don't be surprised if we come back down here before carrying up further. Now if we go to the 4-hour time, okay, so that's pretty much what I was saying, and let's have a look at what happened. So if we go to the 5-hour time frame again, so that's 5 hours there, and we're going to put on our indicator, which is called Quadzilla. Okay, well what's happened here is the price has come down quite a bit. Now even though these EMAs did cross bullish yesterday, it's not looking quite so good today because the price has come down quite a bit, and it looks likely that they could possibly cross back bearish again. Now this would be a nuisance if this happened, because this is the sort of thing it did back here when it wasn't quite sure what it wanted to do, and yeah, we just got a bit of kind of sideways movement. But if that happened, that would clearly come down there and probably hit that level that we were talking about, around about 62.7k. Now the other thing I was looking at yesterday was the setup I use for scalping. Okay, so what we've got here is the 1 minute, the 3 minute and the 12 minute time frame, and you can see what happened this morning was the price came down. We kept getting these super up signals from Quadzilla on the way down, but the only one that seemed to have done anything was this one here. There's actually two there, very close together. At the same time, we were getting them here on the 3 minute. We started to get these trend shields, which means, you know, everything's looking like the price should reverse, but the price is still going down. And when the trend shield stops appearing, that's normally when you start to see a bit of a reversal. So it looks like we have got a little bit of a reversal here moving into New York Open. It's currently 17 minutes past 1 here in the UK, so we've got another hour and 10 minutes or so before New York Open. But the thing is, even here on the 12-minute time frame, you can see that, you know, we've come down to that retracement level here, but we do have ones below at 63.2, 62.3, that kind of thing. So it still looks like the price will probably come down here at some point soon. Okay, so for the moment the price is going up though. So the kind of thing I look for, I can show you this if we just make the 1 minute a bit bigger. So you can see here that what we've got is these EMAs here. They're sort of crossing backwards and forwards a little bit, so it's not showing a super clear sign at the moment. So I'd probably move up to something like the 3 minute time frame and see how they're looking there. And you can see here they are starting to cross a little bit there. Okay, well that's good news. What I do then is that if they cross, I'd then look at the 5 minute. And what I've noticed is that when the yellow 21 EMA crosses the green 55 EMA on the 5 minute time frame, generally you see quite a nice increase. Now that's probably going to coincide with coming into like New York Open, so really anything could happen. And it is FOMC day today as well, with the new chair, Kevin Walsh, so honestly anything could happen. We pretty much know that we're going to get no change in interest rates, but the thing is, you know, is he going to say something like, you know, there's going to be no interest rate changes for the rest of the year or something like that, or, you know, we're going to have to look at like increasing them, or I don't know. If he says anything, then it could really change the way prices move generally. But for the moment, yeah, let's just keep an eye on this for the next few minutes and see what happens. I know with this kind of video, there's not a lot of point saying, you know, this is what happened, but this is the sort of thing that I would look for when, you know, we've had like a potential bounce there, because even here on the 3 minute time frame, you can see that, you know, from 7 o'clock this morning in the UK, when they crossed bearish, been coming down ever since, and it's only now we're starting to get that, cross back over, which should give us a bit of relief to the upside. If it does go up, then obviously, on this time frame, we're looking at these retracement levels here at something like 65.7 and 66.5. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it's now 11 minutes past 2, and we have got that cross there on the 3 minute. So I could even go to the 4 minute now, I suppose, and see if they're crossing there, and they're not quite. So obviously on the 5 minute they're not there. However, what you can see here with our indicator Quadzilla, it shades in this area if those EMAs are approaching at a rate that is likely for them to cross. So it's looking hopeful we might get a bit of a pump, probably towards the 2:30 open. That's 2:30 in the UK, so that is New York Open. Okay, so we're only 5 minutes off New York Open now. And the 3 minutes not looking quite so good now. The price is coming down again. Now the thing is, what would be really good is if it just came down, just completed this retracement here. So the idea being that the price would come down here and then sort of go up a bit. I still don't think it's going to go up very strongly, but it'd be good to see something like that. But while it keeps doing this kind of thing, it does make me think do need to come back down to that lower level we previously mentioned. Okay, so the time is pretty much 2:30 UK. You can see here 14:29 UTC plus 1. Let's see what it does. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame for the moment. Okay, so markets are open, and will we come down to that retracement? Okay, so this part here is sped up 50 times, so you can see what happens. Okay, so the price tried to come down. It's gone back up again. So let's just check the 3 minute again. That's looking better. Let's try the 5 minute. Okay, so you can see temporarily the shading did stop between the EMAs, but it is looking better now, isn't it? Okay, so this part here is sped up 100 times actually. This was the bit between like 2:30 and 3 o'clock. So the first half hour of New York Open, and it was quite good. So here what you can see is that the EMA's crossed over here at about 14:40 UK time, and since then the price has been going up. It's not going up quite as violently as what it does sometimes, I must admit. So I think what we're probably going to do is head for this level here at 65,747, and usually at that point we'll probably reject slightly, and then we'll see what happens. If those EMAs are still looking very positive, then we should probably go up a bit further. If it's starting to look a bit weak by then, we may well come down and claim those lower levels. So there you go. That's just something to give you an idea of what to look out for with these EMAs. Now these are part of Quadzilla, but equally you could make those using any like EMA type indicator on TradingView. Obviously you're not going to get the retracement levels because that's part of Quadzilla, but you could recreate your own EMAs. And just for the record, what I use here is a 55, 21, 9 and 5 exponential moving averages. Okay, I hope that helps. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise there'll be a video recommended for you at the end of this video, which should be spot on for your taste. Give it a watch, see what happens. Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Any information or opinions provided are not guaranteed to be accurate or complete. Always conduct your own research before making any financial decisions. A full legal disclaimer is in the description of each video and live stream.